as of right now, you guys can see we've got water going into the pool. It's always exciting for the homeowner as well as us. But the good thing we're always wanting to pay attention to, see the bottom step? We want to make sure that water starts coming up pretty evenly. Now sometimes the way these steps are shaped and curved, you can't 100% tell, but we really will know when we get to that tanning ledge. Water is always your best leveler. But these pools, in the pool industry, you get an inch between the nose at this end all the way to the other end. You get 1 full inch, and that's the industry standard. We try to be within an 1/8 or a 1/4. These pools will never be set 100% dead on, but water, the biggest thing for us is making sure water's pretty level. Now, as we're backfilling, we've got to be filling this at the same time we're backfilling this pool. It's always so important because you can get bowing in this pool. Now, the good thing on a freeform like this, the stability and the structure of how these are made, usually you cannot see it as much. You can definitely see it on a rectangle pool when you have a nice straight long wall. You can see if it bows in or bends any. So Brian and I just got done cutting out the return. I want to go through some details specifically. So one big reason why we cut from the front, meaning in the gel coat side, out, we don't want any chipping, spidering, whatever you want to call it, on the gel coat itself. We won't want to crack that. So we don't want to be able to see any of this for the homeowner. So one of the things that we like to do is cut this way. And as you saw, we use a shop vac so we can keep it clean and all that. But one of the bigger things, we get rid of any gaskets, anything on the return. This right here I'm holding in my hand is an actual return fitting. Comes apart like this. How it will work, we will silicone the heck out of it. We get rid of all gaskets, don't use them. Because over time, a gasket with weather, age, can deteriorate. Silicone usually will never do anything. So, because this will be buried in backfill and gravel and won't ever make a difference. We'll silicone, put it in tight, tighten it up real good, we'll be good. Now, when you're tightening these, if you are doing a DIY project, because our team at River Pools does like to sell them, where you as a homeowner can even try to install it yourself, you want to make sure that you don't over tighten. You got to get the sweet spot just to tighten it enough. If not, you can crack these. You crack these, not a big deal. And it's most likely difficult to crack the shell. You can just crack these. The whole goal of this guy, there's no water, no pressure. This is just a pipe for the well. We put this in every single pool we do. It's very important. It tells every homeowner what groundwater is going on underneath this pool. So at the deepest point of this pool, we will dig a 2x2 big trench in a hole. So this is deeper than any water or any level below the pool surface. So that way we can always see the groundwater underneath. We always hope there's hardly any, but if there is, the biggest factor, the reason why we do this, is hydrostatic pressure. We do not want this pool to ever float or lift. There's 2 ways of preventing that. One, we backfill with 57s. As you can see, the 57s here is about 3/4 inch to an inch size stone. For compaction rate, we love it around our pools, so we scrape the bottom and we backfill with it. So that helps for one thing. We don't like doing dirt, we don't like clay because we got a lot of clay in Kentucky here. So it compacts, you can get some holes where it can keep the water in. This is able to filter. Now we are gonna run on this side a perforated drain pipe that is gonna have a sock around it that will be draining from a high point up here, going down low. So that way we can always see and divert water where we need it. This pool should never have an issue floating, anything like that. Also, we're gonna have where the homeowner's gonna put a retaining wall, have some drainage back there, so we know that the area will be secure.